Hello! We just finished our first level design jam on our Discord server, and I wanted to show you what people made, how we did it, and what I'll be trying to encourage with all the future jams. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll know that I'm really keen to get aspiring level designers making fully playable levels. This is because when I look at what people seem to be doing on things like Twitter and the Blocktober hashtag, I see a lot of people showing screenshots and videos of empty blockouts that it doesn't look like you can actually play. And to me, this is a bit of a problem because level design is about making things you can play, and if you can't play your level and test it while you're making it, then you have no idea if it's any good. And to be honest, you're not doing a lot of the important stuff that level designers do. So for these level design jams, I'm setting me and our community the challenge of saying that every jam we do will focus on delivering short levels that you can play. Not only that, but I'll be encouraging everyone to share their works in progress and playtest each other's levels during the jams, so that everyone's focused on what their levels are actually like to play, and they're iterating based on real player feedback. You'll notice that for this jam, I asked everybody to make a level for Half-Life 2 using its level editor Hammer. This is partly because it's the editor that most people in our community had access to, and also because I still think it's one of the best options out there for single-player level designers. In the end, we had the full range of experience levels take part in this jam, where some people had clearly been making Half-Life 2 levels for years, whereas for others, it was their first time making playable levels ever, which was awesome to see, and they all did a great job. The jam was 1 month long, and I was keen to stress that there's no competitive element to it whatsoever. Most game design jams take place over a weekend, with everyone crunching the whole time and ruining themselves to get something ready on time, which I don't think is great and I didn't want to encourage. Giving people a month to make their level, and with everyone making levels with the same editor, also meant that there was time for everyone to share progress and tips and technical help with each other throughout the whole thing, which worked out really nicely and helped everyone make cooler stuff. The theme for this jam was systemic AI combat, and there were a few reasons that I went for this. The first one was that I hoped this would be a shortcut for newcomers to get stuck into the fun gameplay stuff straight away, because to create systemic combat between two factions, all you really need to do is plunk them down in the same room and they'll just start fighting. And then it's up to the level designer to come up with ways to make that as interesting as possible. The second thing here was to emphasize working with real AI for a real game, because a big part of level design for these kind of games is working with the strengths and characteristics of the AI that you have, and working around their quirks and weaknesses to make the best thing you can. The final reason was that it would naturally encourage people to make more systemic and emergent gameplay, because the systemic combat between factions inherently makes things less predictable and introduces more ways that a situation can play out. I wanted to stress how, even with relatively linear and scripted level design, we're always designing a possibility space that every player will experience and interact with differently. For future jams, we're going to explore making levels for different games and genres with different editors and tools, and always in a way that ensures people can deliver real, playable levels every time. It's going to be interesting to figure out the best way to do this with the available tools, but we're going to do what we can. If you like the idea of taking part in our next jam, then supporting the Patreon will get you onto our Discord server, where you can meet everyone and join in with everything that we're doing. I'll add the link to the Patreon and the invite link to the Discord server in the video description, so make sure to take a look. That's all for now. Cheers for watching, and I hope to see you on the Discord soon. Bye bye.